YouTube, what's going on? It's your boy Fultzy here, back with another video here in the channel. Today, we are rebuilding the Atlanta Hawks. The Atlanta Hawks just got eliminated in the play-in, so we need to rebuild them. As you can see, I'm wearing an hoodie. It is snowing in April 20th in Canada, so that ain't on me. Obviously, like the previous video, the start today is absolutely busted right down to the tits, so unfortunately, we have to simulate this entire year. This is the original team. This team is what it actually looks like. So, we don't have to deal with, having pre-trades on or whatever. But, anyway, we're just going to simulate to the end of the season, see how the boys do. And, yeah, the one thing I am actually going to do is I am going to turn Zachary Rizach's shot tendency up. Because his shot tendency is pretty high. But Dyson Daniels' shot tendency needs to be like a 90 because this guy is our best player, arguably, some people think. And Jalen Johnson, you also need to be taking a bunch of shots because you are arguably also our best player. Alright, so Weaponana wins MVP. Stephon Castle Rookie of the Year. Russell Westbrook. Six-man, Victor Wembanyama. So obviously this is this year. Like, this means this is kind of where we are right now. And of course, like, this team makes fucking, we're the one-seeded Atlanta Hawks. So, yeah. Zachary Rizach had a great rookie season. Dyson Daniels, Karis LeVert, Clint Capella, Georges Niang. One thing I am going to do is I'm going to do this. And I'm going to go I'm going to go sliders. Tuning sliders. No. General. I'm going to go like this. Because technically this is this year. I was kind of assuming that we were going to be bad. Not this good. So we're just going to kind of get kicked out of the playoffs. Is that fair? Is that fair? Okay. Is that fair? Just because the reason being, like, we did get kicked out of playoffs already. So I kind of figured that it's only fair to get rinsed in the first round by the Pistons. So anyway, for whatever reason this happened last time and I rebuilt the Chicago Bulls, and they were awful, and they were like the 3 seed, made it all the way to the conference finals in the first year, and I hadn't even done anything to the team yet. It's pretty frustrating because this team is just, it just happens, I guess. But anyway, we're gonna go to the draft, and then we're gonna go to free agency, and we're gonna actually talk about this team a little bit. All right, so first of all, this team's draft capital is not awful. It's not awful. We have first-round picks. We have mostly our first-round picks, like obviously 26 and 27 we don't, but I'm assuming there's probably a little bit of protections in there. Like, yeah, okay, so the Spurs, so that's for DeJounte Murray. We traded for DeJounte Murray? Okay, fair enough. But anyway, this team looks good. I mean, like, everybody's like, oh, trade Trae Young. No, I'm not trading Trae Young. I'm sorry. I love Trae Young. I think that Trae Young is a great point guard, averaging, a double-double with assists. Like, he will be here long-term. I'm not trading Trae Young, unless, like, everything goes to shit. Dyson Daniels and Karis LeVert. I don't mind this. I don't mind this rotation at all. Obviously, Dyson Daniels is here to stay long-term. Zachary Rizach is here to stay long-term also. Jalen Johnson is here to stay long-term as well. And I would say Onyeka Okongwu is here to stay long-term as well. I think we have our starting 5 that can actually win a championship now. It's just about building out our bench, getting a little bit younger. So let's go pick with the 12th pick and see what we get. So not a bad draft. We got Ron Shaw, who could honestly come in and play some meaningful minutes now with the 12th pick. We have Jamal Wells and Ferran Alvarez. I'm not really sure. Wouldn't mind. We have too many two-way players? Okay, whatever. I'll sign him to a legit contract. We're just going to bring everybody back. I'm also going to bring Clint Capella back in a sign-and-trade type of thing because I just don't need him on the team. I wouldn't mind having him. He's a good player, but a sign-and-trade would be ideal. He wants 13 for 5 years, sure, and then we'll even do a front-loaded contract. So some team would honestly like to pick that up. And Karis LeVert, I wouldn't mind having back as a backup too. And Garrison Matthews, bro, you're like 50. I thought this guy was 50. All right, so we signed Malik Beasley and Malcolm Brogdon. If you guys know anything about Malik Beasley, I will probably get him in every single rebuild. He is the epitome of a great player. I don't know. Like, I really, really love having Malik Beasley on the team. We're kind of weak at the 3 position at the backup. We're also weak at the point guard. Depending on how much Kobe Buffkin goes up after this year, we might be really weak at the point guard, but at the backup point guard, that is. All right, so Jalen Johnson goes up 2. Dyson Daniels goes up 1. Reese Sachet up 2. Karis LeVert down 1. Kobe Buffkin is now a legit backup 4, or 1. Jesus. 4. Where did I get 4 from? Yeah, we're going to sim to the next season. I'm going to take a massive shit because I'm going to shit my pants, and then we'll get on to the lineups. And the sign and trade with Clint Capella because I still have not actually traded him. All right, so we're going to make this trade. Clint Capella is a great player, but Onyeka Okongwu is just such a better center, more dynamic, I feel like. So a 31-year-old Clint Capella can go out and help a team like the Lakers. So let's try to go and make that happen. We're just gonna actually propose a trade. We're just gonna go look around the league, see who needs a center. Also, the Golden State Warriors need a center. So at 21 million, there's a guy named Jonathan Kuminga that I wouldn't mind picking up to kind of come off our bench. But I wouldn't mind also getting like a stud backup point guard too, like Bronny James. So we're just going to soak it, do this deal. We're going to get a first-round pick, and that's all I really care about. Clint Capella, Georges Niang for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, who's got 1 year left at $21 million, and an Orlando first-round pick. They are not interested in this trade. That is absolutely insane. You guys are a terrible organization as far as I'm concerned, and decided to take a Kentavious Caldwell-Pope on your roster, and now you're not going to trade him to us. Interesting. Larry Nance Jr., I'm sorry, bro, but we're going to have to release you, and then we're just going to go on to the next station. All right, so obviously we're just running it back. I mean, this roster is good. It does look really good. The only thing that I am going to do is I'm going to make our boy Beasley a 3. He gets better. And then we're also going to up his shot tendency because his shot tendency is very, very low. And we're gonna turn him into a torch. He's gonna average 20 a game. Watch. All right, so we're 36 and 15. Does this team scream 36 and 15? On paper, it low-key does. Because when you have a guy like Trae Young, and he's just going to be such an offensive, dominant point guard, but then you also have a guy like Dyson Daniels, who is probably going to win a depoy at some point in his career. And then you have Reese Sachet, who is kind of a little bit of both. And then you have Jalen Johnson, who's averaging 20. And then you have Malik Beasley, who's averaging 22. So it's also kind of insane. Not to mention, I'm really happy about Ron Shaw. I think he's going to be actually somebody that's huge for us. I mean, a 7'2 center compared to Onyeka Okongwu only being 6'10 is kind of crazy. Not to mention, Ron Shaw can do a little bit of everything. I think he can shoot the ball a little bit. No, he cannot. I lied to y'all, but just a good player at the end of the day. I think this team is going to be just fine. Anyway, I don't have anything. The only thing I could see is trading Vit Krejci for like literally a second round pick because he's so bad, unfortunately. And like I'm sure if we were to go to advanced stats and go to estimated wins added, he is probably on the minus side. Yeah, he is. So is Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, which makes sense because he's kind of ass too. But Vit Krejci, we're gonna just try to send him somewhere for like a second. Like we'll take on whatever we can, but Vit Krejci, like for maybe another team could be good, but for me, he's just not doing it. I thought this guy came into the league. I thought he was like a Gershon Yabusele type, where he like came in and was just like bang, he was there, but I don't think that's the case. But we're just like a second round pick. I'll take a second round pick. Marchand Beauchamp. I was actually really high on Marchand Beauchamp, but obviously that didn't work out. We'll take a second round pick. I like genuinely Vit Krejci is not a guy that I really want on my team very bad. So now we have Kentavious Caldwell-Pope in the lineup for good. Not a huge fan of that. Would really like to give Shaw some genuine minutes, especially because we don't really have a center coming off the bench, considering that he is kind of our guy. I mean, Mohamed Gueye, I think it's just Mohamed Gueye. I think it's Mohamed Gueye. He's really good too. Jalen Johnson. Yeah, I mean, fuck, we look good. I mean, this team is a good team. So I'm not like surprised about being this good by any means, but we do look pretty good. We'll sign Kobe Buffkin to this because Kobe Buffkin is actually going to get better in this game. We have Mohamed Gueye is refusing recital. Well, then get in the gym, kid. I don't know what to tell you. All right, weapon down is your most valuable player, Shannon Perkins, at an 82. Wow, this guy's gonna be good. Victor Wembanyama, Cameron Thomas, Gray Popovich. I don't know if we were a 1 seed. I have absolutely no idea. Were we a 1 seed? We were. So back-to-back years at a 1 seed. Is it realistic? Not overly. Considering that this team's a 1 seed. I'm not buying it. But we're going up against Clint Capella and the Orlando Magic. Game 1. Game 2. After getting technically swept last year, we are hoping to win a series this year. We do end up winning a series. We're going up against the Cavs, who, as far as I'm concerned, are the best team on paper. Obviously, Darius Garland is hurt, not to mention they brought in Dennis Schroeder. So, I guess, like, them technically bringing in Dennis Schroeder makes them worse because they had... What's his name? What's his name? It's a good question. What is his name? His name is... Oh, Ty Jerome. They had Ty Jerome. So, like, I guess technically they got worse. But yeah, we are injury riddled right now. Like, injury diddled and riddled. We're going to go down to an 8-man rotation. Just play what we have to. Malik Beasley's a dog. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. But, yeah, I mean, we got, like, Terrence Mann and shit. Like, it's not pretty right now. You know what? I will chalk that up to the injury bug. I don't think we're a legit 1 seed. We weren't last year and we weren't this year. The Dallas Mavericks have won the championship. That's going to be a fun rebuild to do because that's going to be the easiest rebuild of my life. I don't know what picks we have this year. I don't think we have anything too crazy. I wouldn't mind re-signing Bud. Okay, yeah, or no, Quinn Snyder, he's still there. Okay, we're good. All right, so we are 32-17. We started off 500, and then we went on a 10-game winning streak. You'd love to see it. We have the most consistent 5 scorers in the league. I do not want to hear anything of it. Jalen Johnson, Trae Young, Dyson Daniels, Malik Beasley, and Zachary Risacher. We have so many good scorers on this team. It is absolutely insane. Zachary Risacher is continually getting better. Kobe Buffkin is good. We can now say Kobe Buffkin is good. There's one guy on this team that I'm just not super high on, and that's Karis LeVert, which is unfortunate. We have Ron Shaw actually improving, getting up to an 80, which is nice. And yeah, like Jamal Wells is good. I would like to see Jamal Wells slot into that starter, that backup shooting guard position. Karis LeVert is 32 years of age. I'm really not trying to have him on the team anymore. I know he's like good and like he does everything fine. It's not like he's bad, but he's on a great contract, so let's see if we can move him. The only thing is, like, we have a couple really terrible contracts. We have Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, we have Terrence Mann, and we have there's one more. Like, I mean, we are at a very expensive, very expensive team. So even if I were to go to contracts here, we are, oops, that's not contracts. If I were to go to contracts, do we have the ability to, like, can I not see? Okay, here we go. So, cap room, we are negative 64 million. So, we have so many guys that match the system. Yeah, so we take off his 15 million, but then we got to pay Reese Shea. So, it's like, you know, what are we doing kind of thing? Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, I don't want you to re-sign, bro. I'm not going to lie. Yeah, we'll take Terrence Mann for the minimum. Kentavious, we'll take you for the minimum, whatever. I'll give you a minimum contract, keep you in the league. Mohamed Gay is still choked. I mean, we could trade him too. I'm not really 100% sure what that does for us. But anyway, I don't know what I'm doing. We're going to trade Karis LeVert. Fuck. The Raptors need a new backup 1, and Karis LeVert can play the 1. So we're going to do this. We're going to take a flyer on Taboo Nidor. Not sure. He was drafted 19th overall, so we'll take it. We're getting a San Antonio pick. Just not something that I'm super pumped about. I'll take a Celtics pick instead if that works for y'all, because the Celtics do not sim well in this game, and I don't know why, but it just is not how that works. We're getting a top 3 Atlanta protected first round pick. I would like that Atlanta pick to be like a 2031 pick. And can we make this deal go? Oh my gosh, you guys are fucking assholes, man. You guys are assholes. You know what we'll do, actually, is we'll go here. We'll take this pick off. We'll go 3 seconds for your first. I'm not trying to give up a first just in case we have to go into a slight rebuild, if that has to happen. There we go. We do end up getting our guy. Now we have Brian Shaw, Malik Beasley, Terrence Mann, Jalen Wells, and Mohamed Gay in the lineup. He is a good player. It's just, you know, what is he doing? Kobe Buffkin playing well as a starter? Doing all right as a starter. All right, okay. We're going to sim to the end of the year and see how we do. All right, Victor Wembanyama wins like 8 in a row. Barry Green and Zab's online. Don't know who this guy is. 69-420. Should have picked up Kevin Porter Jr. Apparently, this is his first and only year in the league. Is this? Don't tell me this is rookie of the year. Okay, that's weird. Anyway, Jamal Sheed, and they go 71 and 11, so that's going to be a problem. We are the 4 seed. This is a little bit more realistic, going against a play-in team. Does this team look better than the team that I rebuilt? It's sort of the same team. Oh, they got Jalen Williams too. That's actually hilarious because we also got Jalen Williams in that rebuild. Go watch it because it was a great rebuild. It was great. All right, so I'm not trying to lose very badly, so let's go down to an 8-man. And yeah, and Onyeka Kongu is heated. Like what's wrong? You're having a great playoff run. The lights are a little bit too bright for Atlanta, though, it seems like. Yeah, wow, okay, we get dusted. I think it's got to be our bench, man. Our starting lineup looks great as far as I'm concerned, but it must be our bench. So we're going to prioritize getting some bench players, and I think there's a possibility we might have a good pick, so we'll see. So we signed Lauren Keefe, 6'5" point guard that has Derrick Rose Hall of Fame potential. So that's good. That's great. But see, now the problem that we have is something's wrong with this team. And I'm not exactly sure what it is, but something's wrong with this team. We need to sign better bench players because they're all under 80. So we have Kobe Buffkin. I'm cool with Kobe Buffkin. Kobe Buffkin could stay. I'm cool. I guess I'm kind of cool with Jamal Wells. I'm assuming he'll probably get up to an 80 after this year. Malik Beasley's cool. We need a 4 and we need a 5. So let's go out and get ourselves the best possible 4 we can get. That's Derrick Jones Jr., which not super high on, but he can play defense and he can rebound. So let's go out and get Derrick Jones Jr. I wouldn't mind getting a guy like Isaiah Joe. I mean, another guy that can just shoot the fuck out of the ball, like play for us. Come on, fuck it. Mohamed Gay said he ain't coming back. So that's just something we're gonna have to live with. We obviously didn't get our guy that we wanted, but let's try to sign Earl Jenkins. Fuck it. Earl Jenkins, welcome to the team. I don't even know who you are, but you're mine now. Cameron Johnson, most likely welcome to the team. Ron Shaw is not somebody that I'm like super... Oh, they got Mark Williams. Crazy. Ron Shaw's not somebody that I would like to trade at the moment just because we don't have a backup center, and having a backup center, especially when Onyeka Okongwu is there, is kind of important. I wouldn't mind giving up like Derrick Jones Jr. I think Earl Jenkins is going to be good at 29 years of age, I think. So we'll maybe try to go and trade Derrick Jones Jr. That means we get more money. I guess we'll give up Ron Shaw. I mean, there's a very big possibility that we are able to trade for a center, I'm hoping. So now we have... I'm going to move him to the 3 because why not? We have a good backup 4, and then I'll move Beasley back to the 2, and then we have 80. And then now we have Earl Jenkins, who's pretty much an 80, and then we're hopefully going to trade Derrick Jones Jr. for an 80 center. I mean, then now we're looking, our bench is looking quite a bit better. Hopefully, I guess. We'll see. Isaiah Hartenstein, welcome to the team. I don't know what this team looks like. They have, a young Irvin Oakley, so maybe they're going to put their trust in him. We're going to give them a lottery protected pick because we don't necessarily need stuff like that. So we just have to cut one player and then we're good. But, I mean, honestly, like, we look better than last year, I think. I think we look better. Yeah, let's just get the lineup set up here. We have Buffkin. We need Beasley. So we need Beasley to become a 2 again, unfortunately. You get worse, but honestly, like, dude, you're averaging 20. Like, I genuinely do not care. And then Cameron Johnson, go be a 3. You get better. Perfect. All right, now we look actually really good. Our worst player off our bench is Earl Jenkins, I believe. Which, yeah, is not bad. Not to mention we have a man coming in or Wells. So... We look good. We look good. Let's simulate and let's go win a chip. Fuck it. 40-13. I mean, you can't complain. We upgrade the bench. We do well. Malik Beasley is taking a hit, but he also is only playing 60 minutes a game, which is kind of unfortunate. Onyeka Okongwu doing really well. Yeah, we honestly just brought in some dogs, man. Like, that's all we did. Risa Shea, Jalen Johnson. We have 4 guys at a 90, and the only thing that really like hurt us this year was the ability to in this rebuild was the ability to draft well. We drafted like shit. I'm not gonna lie, we drafted like absolute shit. So Lawrence Keefe, I mean, could be really good for us, but I have no idea. There's literally nobody that I even want to trade right now. At being 40, 40 or whatever. having 40 wins. Onyeka Okongwu is pissed off, so what we're going to do is we're going to turn up his shot tendency and just see if that helps, because if we lose him in free agency, we're fucked. So we'll turn up his shot tendency a little bit. We'll give him like a 70, we'll give him like an 80 with 80 touches, and hopefully he like wants to resign. But if we don't win it this year, we're fucked, right? So that's the thing, right? Like if we don't win it, then we're banking on us drafting well, and we have not drafted well. So it's like, what the fuck do we do if we lose him? Do I trade him now? I mean, let's see what's out there for him. If we can get like a Bam or something for Onyeka, then I'm cool with that. But we're gonna have to pay this motherfucker a lot of money. That's the thing, and we have to re-sign Ricochet. So it's gonna be an interesting go around. I mean, if Onyeka Okongwu wants to leave, we're gonna let him leave. Unfortunately, Terrence Mann is included in this contract, but we do get D'Lo back. Onyeka Okongwu, you were great for us, but if you did that. Is he requesting a trade? Like, does he want to leave? Like, that's the thing. Like, is he? I'm non-script. Yeah, I'll be moving to a new team with my treatment lately. Okay, so yeah, he wants out. I didn't want to do that because I do love myself a little Onyeka Okongwu, but we also have Walker Kessler, who's averaging 12 and 14 and 3. So I think we're gonna be just fine. Wembanyama wins like 8 MVPs in a row. That's fine. Earn Oakland. This is a terrible rookie class. Isaiah Collier, we look good. I think we were probably the 1 seed. Yeah, so every single year we've pretty much been the 1 seed, which is absolutely insane to think about, considering that we have not made it to the conference finals yet. Going up against Philadelphia, is Joel Embiid still on this team? Yeah, at an 84. Desmond Bane, it's kind of a cool team. They're small though. They're small, and we have like Jalen Johnson, and we have fucking Trae Young, and we have Jalen Johnson, and we have Jalen Johnson, and we have Zachary Ricochet. All right, we're in the second round. Right now, Hawks fans are choked because we've had a great team for the past, I don't even know how many years. We have 390s and iHeart. Obviously, Walker Kessler is hurt, I'm assuming. Please don't tell me we're just starting iHeart for shits and giggles. We're starting iHeart for shits and giggles. Wow. Okay, great. Love this team. Zachary Ricochet is getting 25 minutes tonight. I don't know how I feel about that. We're going to give him 33 because he's Zachary Ricochet. He's the number 1 overall pick. Are we sleeping on the number 1 overall pick right now? Game 1. Game 2. And we've also, like, only played the same, like, 3 teams. Like, Philly was, like, kind of crazy that we played them. We're going up against Indy, Tyrese, Andrew Nimhard, Jarris Walker, and Miles Turner. I think we're better. TBH, I think we're better. The only problem is, like, we're going to have to go against Wemby in the finals, I'm assuming. Yeah, so have they lost a game? They have not lost a game. So, and we've only lost 1 game, but they haven't lost a game. So, game 1, game 2, game 3, migraine. Dude, come on. Game 4, oh my god, game 5. Oh my god, game 6. And the Spurs win the chip. Victor Wembanyama is your finals MVP. We are not going to be able to beat that team. That is a good team. Fuck. Alright, so we are trading iHeart, the 11th pick, for a LA Clippers pick. Getting Ivanka Zubac. Zubac is older. He's definitely like getting up there in age at 31, but he's still going to be good for us. So we're kind of just overloading our bench a little bit. I don't even want to pick this year necessarily. Like, I'm cool with going like Cameron Johnson 23 and 29 for somebody that is better than Cameron Johnson. I don't know if we're gonna find that, but I'm gonna try my best to find that. All right, so same. We're running it back. We are running it back. We have 80s all throughout the lineup. The only thing that sucks is Michael Beasley is probably not going to get in the lineup this year, and I'm not sure if I love that. I really need him in the lineup, but, I mean, he'll play enough. But, I mean, when you have 390s and Walker Kessler, like, it's kind of hard to be like, yeah, like, we kind of suck. All right, so Wemby, we're just going to take a quick look at this guy's resume really quick. He is very quickly going to be the greatest of all time. Extremely quickly. 2-time NBA champion, 2-time Finals MVP, 5-time MVP, 4-time All-Star. How does that work? So he won MVP in 2026 and was not an All-Star. Interesting. 5-time Depoy. Yeah. So we have to deal with that. We were the best team in the NBA, and Zachary Ricochet does not make an All-NBA team, even though he averaged more than him, and you can't tell me he didn't. Yeah, okay, that's insane. But anyway, we're the 1 seed for the 3rd year in a row. We're going up against Detroit basketball. I just don't see us losing to Detroit basketball. I love Detroit, but, you know, Philly somehow got better with an aging Joel. I'm not sure why. Going up against Cleveland once again. Now, this Cleveland team has been a little bit of a pain in our ass because we see them every year, seems like. Doesn't matter where. We are going against the Golden State Warriors and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. They have Pods, Tari Eason, Jonathan Kuminga, and Zach Edey. A very interesting team. Obviously, Steph Curry retired a long time ago because this rebuild has been a long time. But anyway, we are going to win the championship, I think. Yes, the Atlanta Hawks and Dice Daniels is your Kia Finals MVP, finally crowned champions. If you guys enjoyed this and want to see the sack and the Mavericks rebuild, let me know down in the comments. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.